Hassan's an alpha, bro, then yeah, I can't really take your judgment for what an alpha is.
Because of this fact, other creators won't associate with him because it might hurt their channels. That's literally the entire video. I'm not strawmanning him. That is his argument, and he says it over and over and over again. Not only bragging about himself by portraying himself as this edgy alpha loner, who everyone rejects because of how he speaks the truth. He's also just openly insulting other online left creators, but making it seem like they don't associate with him since they're just concerned with their own image, rather than not associating with him because, much of the online left might find him distasteful as a person or politically or both. He basically just sounds like an outright fucking weirdo the entire time. Of course, despite having been embarrassed numerous times thanks to so-called tankies, Vaush is pretty fond of talking about how much these tankies are scared of debating him at the same time.
Do you think he'll ever redebate the game? I sincerely doubt that the team will ever talk to me again. Usually that's what happens with these people. They get their toe in the water unless they realize it's too hot for them, they devout. But nobody does talk to me. Nobody does talk to me. People who freak out about me and make response videos. And
Ain't you running from Destiny right now? Ain't you running from Destiny?
Get clout off me. They don't ever want to talk to me. Nobody who disagrees with me talks to me and comes away looking good. Because usually the people who I end up getting in these beefs with don't have good enough points to merit them talking directly to me.
But it's pretty weird to gloat about how lefties are because they're too scared. Well, at the same
Let me see. The rematch. Hello, Vaush. We spoke some time ago. Was wondering if I could come onto your... Okay. And it's just, I'm trying to get past the tanky arc. All it has brought is ruin, and I feel like I more or less addressed the core ideas. Wow.
same time, refusing to debate them. I talked to fellow traveler about the Vaush debate. He tried to debate Vaush again, and he got a response from Vaush saying he didn't want to. To be fair, Vaush has admitted that he emailed Vaush again asking for another debate, but he interestingly doesn't mention that he said no.
This guy actually emailed me a little while ago, asking for another debate and admitted that he was drunk the first time.
Tanky Gang, another so-called tanky who makes videos about Vaush.
Okay, so give him the debate. If you missed a big, tough bat, tell me everyone afraid of you, so why won't you debate him?
Also wanted to debate Vaush, but the best Vaush would give is answering things that Tanky Gang said in Vaush's chat while Vaush played Sekiro. But Vaush later said to his chat that...
Does everyone remember Tanky Gang? That tanky? Yeah, you remember? The tanky shit talked me for like a month and I brought him on and he like flunked his way for a conversation.
Vaush is a liar. He never brought Danky Kang on the stream. At best, he
just lied about who he brought on stream. In terms of actually letting DK know, DK talk and not just type.
Seriously misremembering what actually happened. And the proof of it isn't hidden. It's all recorded. It's all there. Of course, then his narrative for why he doesn't want to debate tankies at some point changed, but it got even more idiotic.
Have you received a debate request from pedestrian tankies in this several times? I have, but like most of them aren't really worth it. I like arguing with people who are wrong. If they weren't wrong, then we wouldn't be arguing. But past a certain level of disinformation, all I'm really doing is giving them a platform to ramble. Or to put it another way, if they are so propagandistic that there's no relationship between the words that I'm saying and the words that they're saying, at that point we're not really having a debate. We're just having a back and forth rant to the audience. And if I want to rant to my audience, I can do it anytime I want to, whereas they can only rant to my audience when I bring them on. So don't feel it's worth it. It's the same reason why like I don't go out of my way looking for, like Holocaust deniers or whatever. If I want to, these points can be dismantled without them here. It's not that I'm afraid of debating them. It's that the information you guys would get from me would be identical in either case because they would never respond to the arguments that I make. So
I agree with him to some extent as far as choosing your debates, man. Like I've learned from platforming a bunch of fools, you know what I mean? A bunch of crazies that just want to come in here and yell as a way to promote their channels that are doomed to fail. They're going to fail. Because they suck. So now that I've learned from that, I'm not platforming just anybody. Anyone that just calls me out for a debate is not going to be like, oh yeah, let's do it. Nah, at least have a name for yourself, right? Bare minimum. So I know you're not just doing it for clout.
Literally just be a regular rant of mine interspersed with misinformation.
What a complete and total bunch of the most pathetic, meaningless word salad I have ever heard in my life. I mean, what is a single thing here that you couldn't apply to right-wingers, Holocaust deniers, or not as much as left-wingers? Vaush's justification for debating right-wingers has always been to bring people left, quote unquote. This is such a bizarre double standard. By debating so-called tankies, couldn't you try to bring people away from tankyism?
See, bring people left. Yo, man, that's why I didn't want to debate for a little while, because I don't like the whole I'm trying to change people's mind. I'm not. When I debate somebody, it's because they wilding and I just want to violate them real quick. I want to like roast them or just make them look stupid. But it's not per se to change someone's opinions or change someone's mind. Not at all, bro. Not even a little bit. That's just not the way I do things. That's not the way I do stuff.
Just like you're supposedly trying to do when it comes to the far right.
I ain't trying to change.
But no, because people who support the USSR are apparently as delusional as Holocaust deniers. So it's just not even worth trying.
I'm just stating my opinion. That's it.
It's just so obvious that, again, he doesn't mean anything he's saying. And he's just doing yet another tool in his tool belt, which is to use his idiotic word salad strategy to avoid the fact that, yes, he is afraid of debating people to his left.
Oh, wow.
What's particularly fucked up about the idea that he won't even debate lefties on his stream is that he continues to defend or be friends with disgusting transphobes like Shoeonhead, who equate drag shows with grooming to the point that even his fan base calls him out on it. And
you can't be friends with people now? Let me see.
Disgusting trans.
Like being gaslit about how totally not where this is.
Phobes like Shoeonhead, who
look pretty weird to me.
drag shows with grooming to the point that even his fan base calls him out on it.
It looked pretty weird to me. Shoe bad, stop being her friend. He said that guy sucks. Let's talk about the actual indefensible issue does. I totally agree with you. But that's just the last part. But let me talk some more about how this guy is wrong. Okay, that's a nasty community. They're coming to him saying, you need to go talk about this person. You need to do this. You need to expose your friend, and trying to dictate what his content is. I'm never going to be okay with that. Right? I'm not okay with someone trying to dictate what someone speaks about.
And only when Vaush fully realizes.
See, that's the grain of salt that I said in the beginning of this. Sometimes the like ex-fans feel that way. Like, you need to talk about this. And it's like, nigga, you could just not watch, or like it's that simple, bro. Either you watch what the person does or you just don't. And it's perfectly fine, bro. But trying to like demand someone, you could suggest, but demand, you gotta talk about this. Like, that's crazy.
He can't defend and enable Shu anymore without his audience basically leaving him. Does Vaush truly go hard on her?
And look, he spoke about her. There you go. I guess he fulfilled the purpose.
Or what about Hunter Avalon, who thinks the CIA is apparently a trustworthy institution?
If you don't trust the CIA, then who do you trust?
And Vaush will not only...
Yo, Hunter's wow. That's what he said? Yo, what? Okay. All right, Hunter.
Debate, but suck up to an Israeli Zionist ethno-nationalist, or a literal natural gas lawyer, or an actual American military officer that participated in Operation Iraqi Freedom. But he says he regrets platforming Hakeem. I mean, you can't make this shit up. How does anyone in their right mind still consider this person to be a leftist? Vaush has debated tankies a couple of times more recently, like Yankee Tanky, for example, but that was one of the disciples of Caleb Maupin, who's already incredibly unliked, as I've already shown. It's clear he's ignoring people who've actually read theory and know what they're talking about, so he can instead make himself look cool.
So like Griff, probably. I wouldn't put it past him, to be honest.
By talking to complete idiots, because he is a coward and a liar.
I'd like it if you, just 1 second. We're actually going to get through this. I would like to just establish this. I would appreciate it if you treated me with the same level of respect that I have treated you with thus far. I did not start interrupting you until you started interrupting me, sir. I'm not a big fan. You didn't start insulting. I'm not a big fan of liberal. I mean, you're the one who started insulting me, like just trying to get an emotional response out of me. From my perspective, trying to get an emotional response out of me, making me look mad. That's exactly what you're doing right now.
We need to be able to talk, or we can't do this, okay? The reason why I'm being rude to you is because, as far as I'm concerned, you're a pestilence on my movement. But when you're engaged in a debate and...
The hell? That sounded dumb as hell. Meanwhile, Vaush criticizing Richard Wolff for being too mean in debate with Destiny. Wow. Yeah, he's a hypocrite.
Environment, there's a baseline level of charitability that you have to engage in before it becomes a problem. There are people saying, who cares? This is just...
Hunter ain't never showed me no charitability during the debate. And he learned from you. And it seems like you don't do that as well. But yeah, you're expecting other people to do such.
No, it's not. It's because, as far as I'm concerned, you're a pestilence on my movement. You're a group of state worshiping autocrats who completely misunderstand what socialism is. You don't understand the...
Wait, when is it your
actually have to stop. You actually...
When is it your movements? I thought it was our movement, Vaush. Please, when is it your movements?
Please.
Are you just trying to build an audience or a movement? Are you trying to build an audience or a movement, Vaush?
Vaush slips up here and says, my social movement.
Yeah, he did. He did. Wow.
You actually...
When is it your movements?
As far as I'm concerned, you're a pestilence on my movement.
Wow. Yeah, he sure enough said it. He sure enough said it. My movement.
You're a group of state worshiping autocrats who completely misunderstand what socialism is. Don't understand the... Wait, when is it you actually have to stop?
Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. Yeah, Vaush is a piece of crap.
Actually, when is it your movements? I thought it was our movement, Vaush. Please, when is it your movements? Please. Are you just trying to build an audience or a movement? Are you trying to build an audience or a movement, Vaush?
Vaush slips up here and says, my social movement. It's not the only time he said it either.
You denigrate my social movement with your nonsense.
Given how demonstrable...
He did say my. He did say my, bro.
Vaush's insane ego is, given how obsessed he is with maintaining his image at all costs, I don't think it's a stretch that he really does think this is his movement.
Yeah, he said
it can't be his movement if he's made to look bad in any way, shape, or form. In any case, even if people were avoiding debating him, I wouldn't even blame them. Winning debates does not mean coming away from an argument as the logically superior person. Winning is making sure that by the end of the debate, the chat, the audience, whatever, is on your side.
Nah, I'm not with that. Yo, that's great. Maybe I shouldn't debate no more. If that's the purpose for debating, I don't care like that. Like to him, I'm going to change him. No. If you become enlightened from hearing me speak about something or debate somebody, okay. If I encourage you to look it up and then maybe you change your opinions on your own accord, fine. But that's not my mission. I want to stomp on somebody who's saying something stupid. Yo, man, can we just be honest? Can I be honest real quick? Real quick, like I always am? That's my mission when I debate. I want to stomp on your soul. I want to crush it. Right? I want to crush it. Right? Like I want it to be over for your soul. Right? Because you said something really, really dumb. That's why I debate. I ain't debating to like try to change no mind. I don't give a damn about that. I'm not debating to build an audience at all. Right? That's gonna come if it comes, right? Like I'm not rushing the process of I need to get this many followers. Man, people are gonna watch whenever they do. It is what it is, man. I just want to bring as much value as possible to my supporters. Whether it's entertainment, maybe knowledge, or just a good discussion. That's all I care about.
And that's the problem with debates. Vaush doesn't have to be right morally or factually. He just needs to frame the conversation to his audience as him being right, as him winning, and then he wins. And that he is very, very good at.
Horrible.
I don't think debate culture is inherently terrible or that it can't.
You see? Rewind that back. That's exactly why. And people go into debates and a dishonest reason. They go into debates not even because they actually disagree with you. It's like they're trying to put on a show. It's like pro wrestling these days. And it's like, ugh. Like, that's why I only debate things that I believe in, right? Like, so I get challenged to debates for a whole bunch. And I'm like, what is it about? There's some stance that I don't even take. And I'm like, why do you just assume that that's my stance on that? Like that one weirdo, which is crazy. This is the first time I ever had this happen. Somebody that I smoked in the debate is like coming from stock accounts claiming that it wasn't them. They're claiming that it wasn't them. That's why they use the voice changer. So just in case they lost, they can claim it wasn't them. Guess what? YouTube or whatever streaming service I use, it tells you the person's actual YouTube channel when they click on. So it was you, bitch. Be a man, take your loss. Take your loss, voice changer, man. Take the L. I made you not even want to release the video that you had working on me, you bitch. Take the loss, man. Put the video out. Oh, no, as you know, it's because people going to search up our debate and see you get smoked because you just assumed a bunch of stances that I didn't even actually have. Okay. But I was like crazy. I've been seeing that a lot. Like, it wasn't him. Nigga, it was him. Like, this thing, it shows me. When you click on to call in, right, which is how, like, I be knowing certain people you trying to troll. When you try to call into my stream and debate me, it shows me, right? It shows me what your YouTube channel, your real YouTube channel is. That was them. They got smoked. Deal with it. It is what it is.
By the end of the debate, the chat, the audience, whatever, is on your side. And that's the problem with debates. Vaush doesn't have to be right morally or factually. He just needs to frame the conversation to his audience as him being right, as him winning, and then he wins. And that he is very, very good at. I don't think debate culture is inherently terrible or that it can bring people to the left. And I won't contest the fact that many people claim to have been brought to the left by Vaush. But I think what these people don't realize is that being brought to the left doesn't mean you were brought over to leftism. You might be less of a right-winger than you once were, but if Vaush is the only or main person you rely on for your political opinions, you are by no means an actual leftist. The reason Vaush is seen by some as a good debater and has such a large audience is twofold. Firstly, he debates a lot of fascists and right-wingers who are the dumbest people alive and incredibly easy to debunk. Secondly, it's simply because he never concedes on anything. It's like a child changing the rules in a game of chess on the whim to make sure they win.
Okay, so I said that in the beginning of this damn video. He never admits when he's wrong. Correct. And the debates that I've seen, never. He's never.
Vladimir Lenin once wrote in The Proletarian Revolution and the Renegade Kautsky, it is therefore impossible to argue.
Hey, hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button if you haven't.
Debate with Kautsky. All we can do is demonstrate why Kautsky cannot be called anything else but a renegade. Given that I know Vaush's bad faith, having spent countless hundreds of hours researching about the guy, given that I know he will never change, I wish we could just ignore Vaush. But I think there's a responsibility to hit back hard and repeatedly, because he's one of the biggest left-wing content creators there is, and he has a ton of influence that he does not wield wisely. There is hope, mind you. According to YouTube, Vaush's 38 most popular videos all have come out over a year ago now, and his subscriber account is mostly stalled. His viewership is clearly going down, and that is a wonderful thing. But Vaush is still very important, so it's still important to keep hitting back and to turn that downward slope in viewers into a cliff. Responding to people like Vaush is a matter, to me, of...
Wait, what? What?
His viewership is clearly going down, and that is a wonderful thing. But
that's crazy. See, come on, man. I agree with some of the points he's making, but like you're wishing for his downfall, right? Like even when I crack jokes on somebody, I'll roast them, like I'm giving my criticism. I'm not like wishing for their downfall, right? That's just me, my personal opinion, right? I don't dislike people that much or have hate for people that much where I'm like, you need to be off the internet. We need all your views to disappear. Whoa. Like, how about you just focus on yours? Focus on just doing your thing, right? It doesn't have to be like automatically we got to destroy someone. I think that's the wrong approach. But then again, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me.
But Vaush is still very important, so it's still important to keep hitting back and to turn that downward slope in viewers into a cliff.
He is the
Responding to
movement.
people like Vaush is a matter, to me, of doing it the right way, through videos like this, and not, at least in most circumstances, to actually debate him, given how dishonest his debate tactics can be. I do think he has shown his colors in some debates in ways that have turned people off. So if you're truly prepared for the sheer extent of his bullshit, I won't advocate against debating him. But if you do, don't go in expecting to change Vaush. Vaush has shown time and time again that
I would never go into a debate with Vaush expecting to change him. I wouldn't go into a debate with any of these woke streamers and expect to change them in any way, shape, or form.
he is not good faith.
I know what it is.
Go in expecting harassment, strawmanning, and gaslighting, and maybe hoping that a few people, like I was in Fellow Traveler's debate with Vaush, might be persuaded. In the end, I'm not making this video for Vaush any more than I'd be debating Vaush for Vaush. I know if he somehow watches this at all, he'll make sure to demonize me, strawman me, and likely not even finish the video, which is just yet another part of his tool belt. I'm making this video for anyone in his audience who isn't either brainwashed or just a piece of shit. To Vaush's fans, if you consider—
Damn, you're making this shit for his fans. Like, I gotta disagree with that. Like, whoa. Like, I don't make no videos for someone's fans. I don't care, bro. Like, if their fans come into my live chat or into my comment section defending them, I'm like, cool. I'm not even mad. I'm not someone that gets mad at that, man. Like, shoot, like if my fans go out and roast people because they don't like them, because they send shots at me, I don't care. That's say, have your fun. I'm not going to tell you not to troll, as long as it's like, don't go too far. That's my only ask. Don't go too far. Please don't dox, none of that nasty stuff, things that I'm not with, that I wouldn't do, that have been done to me. Don't do. But if you want to just troll somebody like politely, I don't care about that. So that's why when fans come to my channel to try to troll me, I don't care about that. Thank you for the engagement. Right? It's all good, right? I don't take that seriously. But I'm not asking for people to stop following someone or for them to get less views, or I'm talking to your fans. You got to wake up. No, if you want to be a woke bitch, that's on you. That's on you. Live your life. Live your life. I'm with freedom for real. I'm not one of those people that just talk about it, but I don't believe in it. No, go ahead. Speak your mind, no matter how woke it is. I don't care. You going to get roasted by me or people like me, but who cares? And then I'm going to get roasted by woke people. It's a cycle. I don't give a damn.
Consider yourself a socialist.
Not a big
Yet are
deal.
incredibly against almost every
Not that big of a
socialist
deal.
experiment in history. If you really consider yourself a socialist, yet you've never read a single book about theory or history, and you display no interest in doing so, ask yourself why you aren't interested. Is this all about aesthetics to you? Because that's not what socialism is about. Socialism isn't science. It is a process, something that takes reading and patience and understanding, or at the very least, a willingness to listen to the people who have done the reading and understanding and the organizing.
Man.
In the end, if you are a Vaush fan, I challenge you to do what I did, to look at perspectives that challenge the narratives that Vaush is telling you, to look basically anywhere beyond just Vaush. Anyways, that's about all I have.
Whatever. Listen, I'm going to link the source, man, so you guys can watch the full video uninterrupted by me, man. Knowing that they're, I guess, political stance, they probably ain't going to like me regardless. I don't give a damn. Fair use, mother effer. Go check out the full video uninterrupted by me. It will be linked in source whenever I re-upload this. But yeah, I think Vaush is a nasty piece of crap. I don't rock with him. If I ever debate him, it wouldn't be for the sole purpose of trying to convert his fans. I don't think his fans would like me. I go into debates with, I guess, people that's on the left, knowing they fans gonna like not like me at all, like just knowing. So I don't really go in for that. I don't even look at the chat when I go into debates, man. That's not my sole purpose. But whatever, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Tell me what yours is in the comment section. Hit the like button. Also check me out on Patreon if you're able to. And if you want to watch me live, go to my other channel, BXBeastBoy Reacts, where I do live streams and I engage and chill with the supporters, man. Be out here kicking it. You don't want your comment to be pulled up on the screen. You don't want that? You don't want that? Okay. All right. Then you watch the videos. Watch another video if you can. Watch another video. Hit the like